My school had a bunch of weirdos in both the student body and the faculty. Like seriously, those guys got on my nerves for their nonsense multiple times. It's bad enough that I had to go home to no hose and a bunch of stuff to do around the house. Then I went to school the next morning to be encountered by sickos that serve no purpose other than to get in the way of my pursuit of happiness. In all seriousness though, I don't really have anything against most of the people I went to school with at all. I'm just low-key playing it up for the camera. I mean, at least individually. As a group though, the people I went to school with can all choke on bull cum. You guys ever notice that once niggas get in a crowd, they become infinitely less deserving of life? Like when you have a one-on-one with someone, they don't seem that bad, then all of a sudden there's a crowd around them, and they get to riffing and start acting like hoes. It really pisses me off. In my other high school video, I neglected to mention a couple classes that were the cause of my deep-seated hatred for the school. Ironically, the classes I didn't go over were actually the ones I hated the most. But like I said, I didn't go over them when I was actually in school, cause niggas be snitches, and I didn't go over them in January, cause it wasn't really relevant to the main story. So today, we're going to be going over the trash I had to go through last year. So without further ado, let's begin. So at the beginning of the day, I would have to go through this thing called advisory. I guess you guys in the real world watching my videos might call it homeroom or something, but yeah, it was ass. It usually came after second period, but because I was lit and managed to only take 5 classes that year, I got to skip the first 2 periods and go straight to advisory. But my problem with advisory actually stems from the sophomore year, when I first moved into the school. So when I first got to the new school, I was put in a certain advisory. You know, it was lit. I mean, there were some bumps, but still, what do you expect? It's high school. But yeah, things were chill. I had no problems with my advisory group, and the niggas there for the most part seemed friendly enough. Then all of a sudden, come after 2 days, I put in a new advisory with a bunch of niggas I don't vibe with, and I'm like, what the hell? So I tell the administrators to switch me back. Like, why would they do some nonsense like that? Instead, they were like, yeah, that's not gonna happen, cause then you would actually want to live. So at this point, you know I'm hurt. But my first advisory teacher was actually chill though. Like, she let anybody piss off whenever they wanted, and she didn't really get up in arms whenever someone stood outside. So at the end of sophomore year, my advisor was given a new room and a new teacher that completely messed up anything good we had going on in the older one. This new teacher was off one. Like, she would always do the most and get all pissy whenever niggas tried to leave. She had this lame ass policy, like if you left without permission, then you would get detention or something, like get off my dick. This is just a waste of 10 minutes used to take attendance. Why are you taking this so seriously? As a result, whenever the niggas would try to go outside to chat or something, the teacher would get all up in arms and tell us to get back in the classroom. Or if the niggas tried to come in the room, she would act like the feds and chase them out, like it was annoying. And on top of all that nonsense, we were occasionally passed these dumb papers and forms that we were supposed to fill out. It was stuff like surveys for future classes, or nonsense like prom king and queen. Obviously, I'm missing some chromosomes, so I can never vibe with any official event put on by the school. Plus, as mentioned before, I feel some way about my classmates, cause they're fake and wicked. So usually when I would get one of these worthless pieces of paper, I'll just throw them in the trash where they belong. So now that you've gotten acquainted with my homeroom, it's time to go over my first class, which is when the nightmare truly began. So my third period was sociology. It was trash. I mean, the teacher was cool and everything, but my fellow students made me want to jump. Their evil is so strong that I still think about it to this day. Among my classmates were people devoid of any real attachment or empathy to other human beings. So yeah, the class sucked cause the niggas around me weren't worth the time of day. And the worst thing is, at the beginning of the school year, there was an opportunity for me to be switched to a different class because there were too many people. And at the time I was really hoping it wouldn't be me, because I didn't want to adjust to a new schedule. But then after a while, I come to find out that if I had been switched, I would have been put in an actually lit class and not forced to stay with the bums I call classmates. So I was in my feelings. You see, sociology was only a semester long, but most people took it tied to psychology because they had the same teacher and they're like related to each other or something. So after taking sociology, I took psychology, and it was as bad if not worse. We had some nonsense egg baby experiments that proved nothing other than abortion should be mandatory. Oh yeah, and in sociology, we went on some lame ass jail visit that I didn't care about because I already took the field trip sophomore year. So yeah, it was a waste of time. But back to psychology. The reason I call my classmates psychos is due to their lack of concern for any people suffering from illness. Don't get me wrong, I think you can joke about anything no matter how offensive or horrible it is, as long as it's just a context to a joke or something. But these guys would literally just see someone with narcolepsy or mental illness and start laughing. Like, where's the joke, you weirdos? People are out here suffering. Like I said, if there was a show with characters that made fun of sick people or something, then that's low-key fine. At least make up a joke around it or something. Like, how is the struggle in itself funny to you? So yeah, my classmates were demented and not fit to go out into society. And now that I've got that over with, it's time to talk about the one class towards the end of the school year that got me my feelings the most. It was contemporary world issues. This class would legit ruin my day. It was full of niggas that thought they knew everything, and just general tryhards trying to be political. There would be debates and stuff where niggas would take positions, literally just to spite someone else, like it was dumb. This class left me so exhausted from the nonsense that I would want to leave school by the time my AP environmental class from the other video came along. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I know it was short as hell compared to my other stuff, but consider it's a part 2 to my other high school tales video. I have some special things coming up next month that I'm sure you'll enjoy, so look forward to that. And also, school is lame as fuck as far as I'm concerned. Okay guys, make sure that when you subscribe you hit the notification button, because that lets you know whenever I make a new video, and as always, thanks for watching.